Before we begin, let's collect our ingredients and tools. Having everything ready and within reach will make the process smoother and more enjoyable. Ingredients. First, we need lye, also known as sodium hydroxide. This is a crucial ingredient in soap making, but it can be dangerous if not handled properly, so always use caution. Next, we have our oils. Common choices include olive oil, coconut oil, and castor oil. These oils will form the base of your soap. Don't forget distilled water, which is essential for mixing with the lye. For fragrance, you can add essential oils. These are optional but can give your soap a lovely scent. Choose your favorite scents to personalize your soap. Natural colorants, such as herbs or clays, can also be added to give your soap a unique color. These are optional but can make your soap more visually appealing. Tools. Safety is paramount, so make sure you have heat-resistant gloves and safety goggles. A digital scale is also necessary for accurately measuring your ingredients. You'll need 2 heat-proof pitchers or containers. These will be used for mixing your lye solution and your oils. An immersion blender, also known as a stick blender, is essential for blending your soap mixture. You'll also need a soap mold to shape your soap and a thermometer to monitor temperatures. Working with lye requires extra caution. It's caustic and can cause burns. Always wear your safety goggles and gloves when handling lye. Make sure your work area is well ventilated. If you spill lye on your skin, immediately rinse it with cool water for at least 15 minutes. If you experience any irritation, seek medical attention. Section 4. Creating your soap mixture. Now let's make our soap. This is where the magic begins. Gather all your ingredients and tools, ensuring everything is within reach. Organization is key to a smooth soap-making process. First, carefully measure the lye using the digital scale. Precision is crucial here, as too much or too little lye can affect the quality of your soap. Make sure to wear protective gloves and goggles. Next, slowly add the lye to the distilled water in a heat-proof pitcher. Stir gently but thoroughly. This step is essential for ensuring the lye dissolves completely. Remember, safety first. Always add lye to water, not the other way around. This prevents dangerous splashes and ensures a safer mixing process. Follow this rule strictly to avoid accidents. This mixture will heat up quickly, so be careful. The reaction between lye and water generates heat, making the mixture very hot. Handle with caution to avoid burns. In a separate pitcher, combine your chosen oils. These can include olive oil, coconut oil, or any other oils you prefer. Each oil brings different properties to your soap. Heat the oils gently on the stovetop or in the microwave until they are melted and well combined. Be sure not to overheat them, just enough to blend smoothly. Let both mixtures cool down a bit. The ideal temperature for combining the lye solution and oils is around 100 to 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Use a thermometer to check. Section 5. Molding and curing your soap. Once the lye mixture and oils have cooled to around 100 degrees Fahrenheit or 38 degrees Celsius, it's time to combine them. This step is crucial because if the temperatures are too high or too low, it can affect the final texture and quality of your soap. Slowly pour the lye mixture into the oils while blending with the immersion blender. This process helps to emulsify the mixture, ensuring that the oils and lye combine properly. Take your time and blend thoroughly to avoid any separation. Blend until the mixture reaches a light trace. It should have the consistency of thin pudding. This is the point where the soap mixture starts to thicken and leaves a trail on the surface when drizzled from the blender. Add your essential oils and colorants at this stage, if desired. Essential oils not only add fragrance, but can also provide additional skin benefits. Colorants can make your soap visually appealing. Mix them in thoroughly to ensure even distribution. Carefully pour the soap mixture into your mold. Make sure to tap the mold gently on the counter to release any air bubbles that might be trapped inside. This will help in achieving a smooth finish on your soap bars. Cover the mold with a towel and let it sit undisturbed for 24 to 48 hours. This insulation helps the soap to go through the gel phase, which can enhance the color and texture of the final product. After this time, unmold your soap and cut it into bars. Use a sharp knife or a soap cutter to get clean, even slices. The soap will still be soft, so handle it gently to avoid any dents or imperfections. Allow the bars to cure in a well-ventilated area for 4 to 6 weeks, turning them occasionally to ensure even drying. This curing process is essential as it allows the soap to harden and the excess water to evaporate, resulting in a longer-lasting bar. Congratulations! You've made your own soap. The satisfaction of creating something with your own hands is truly rewarding. Enjoy the satisfaction of using something you created. Your handmade soap is not only a personal achievement, but also a wonderful gift for friends and family.